Hi, what I want to do with you today is share a homemade mineral lick um, mix that you can make up yourself going to any feed store. Instead of paying 15 to 20 bucks for a 50-pound block, you can put together, well, the recipe called for 200 pounds of mineral mix for, well, the prices went up a little bit. I got it for between $30 and $40. Prices might differ on your feed store in your area. Basically all you do is mix it in any parts you want, as long as you get the part mix right. And what it is basic house salt, real fine granular salt, stock salt, and then you want to use trace mineral. It's kind of a red granular powder form. Make sure it's that, but trace mineral, 50-pound bags, real cheap, 50-pound bags of salt. And then the last ingredient is what they call dical, or dicalcium phosphate, which is a dairy feed additive. And the mix calls for, in any amount you want, is 1 part dical, and then 2 parts trace mineral, and 1 part stock salt. So you mix it up, 200 pounds. So if you get 2 bags of the trace mineral, 100 pounds, and 50 pounds of the dical and 50 pounds of stock salt, you can make a 200-pound mix. I'm going to cut that in half and only do 100 pounds at this time, and we'll put it out on the farm and see if it works. I've heard great things. I think the recipe's been around for a while, but I want to make sure I get the word out to guys that are, you know, trying to save a buck. It's supposed to be real easy to do, so let's see if we can do it. I'll put the camera on and see if we get deer coming in. I got an area where last year I had the camera out and I got deer on film, but it was real sporadic. You know, I'd go 2 weeks without even getting a single deer picture. And that's because the small acreage that I'm on does not hold deer. The deer just funnel through. So we're going to see if we can hold them in and get them to come in and get them to stay in the area a little longer, at least to hit this on a regular basis. I'll post all the results and let you know what I think. But again, at your any feed store for 200 pounds, you got the trace mineral salt, the red granular kind. I think I paid like 12 bucks for a 50-pound bag. The dical was the most expensive ingredient and can be hard to find. But your feed store should be able to get it for you. I think this was around 20 bucks for a 50-pound bag, and then regular stock salt, which is real cheap, under 10 bucks for a bag, 50 pounds. So as long as you got 1 part stock salt, 1 part dical, and then 2 parts trace mineral, mix it up. Do not mix it until you're going to use it. You don't want to mix it up and leave it in a tub somewhere. You want to mix up only what you're going to use at that time. That's what the instructions say, so we're going to try it. I'll put the recipe in text right after this so you can write it down and see if you can find it. And let's see if this works. I'm excited.